Udaan will go public in May 2023, announcing a new employee stock ownership plan. Bengaluru, Vaibhav Gupta, CEO of business-to-business e-commerce firm Udaan told ET on Wednesday that the company aims to launch its initial public offering by May 2023. Gupta said he was fairly confident that Udaan would be ready for an IPO by the end of 2022 and that it had been improving its gross margins every quarter. "I feel good about the journey towards the IPO, and we are targeting in May next year," he said. "I feel that on the business side, on the team side, and on the capital side, we are progressing well towards that." Gupta said that Udaan has made massive improvements in its unit economics. "We have doubled our gross margin over the past 100 to 120 days, he said. "Early on, in the first 3-4 years, we saw scale. Now we are seeing unit economics at scale over the past 2 quarters. That has been the biggest progress the company has made over this period. We are actively seeing a large part of the business on the unit economics journey." After Gupta was appointed CEO last September, Udaan had said it was looking to launch an IPO in the next 18 to 24 months. "It is a large market and we are in a strong position, with a strong management team. Quarter-over-quarter progress in our numbers and profitability. We feel good about ourselves. To me that feels like our strategy to get ready for an IPO," said Gupta. 6 to 9 to 12 months seems to be the right time for our execution. "Will the markets be ready? If the market is very volatile, you will obviously delay it a few weeks here and there. If the markets are favorable early next year, we will move it ahead by a couple of months. Discover the stories of your interest: blockchain 5 stories, cyber safety 7 stories, fintech 9 stories. Ecom 9 stories, Mill 8 stories, EdTech 6 stories. Since Udaan is a Singapore-headquartered company, the company may look at listing abroad, though it is still deciding where to list. The stock markets have been volatile lately, and tech stocks worldwide have borne the brunt. Indian tech firms that had IPOs recently, Paytm, Zomato, Nykaa, have all seen their valuations drop to record lows. ESOP plan. Udaan also announced on Wednesday that it will issue employee stock options to every employee and made a key change in its policy under which they can now vest stocks every quarter, instead of waiting for a minimum of 1 year. The 1-year cliff period is a common practice among many startups where they have to wait a minimum of 1 year before ESOPs can be vested. After this, Udaan's total number of ESOP holders in the company has increased by 4 times and now covers 100% of its employees, the company said. It is around 4,600 employees. Last year, PhonePe also announced that it had allotted ESOPs to all its employees. ESOPs are typically given to staff as an incentive to encourage them, which could lead to wealth creation. Last year, several top-tier startups such as Swiggy, PhonePe, Flipkart, Licious, Meesho and others bought back ESOPs from their staff. New businesses. Over the past year, Udaan has entered several direct-to-consumer businesses. ET first reported in November that the company was entering the consumer-focused grocery business through the group buying or community model with a new platform named Price Company, similar to China's Pinduoduo. Another business that the company has ventured into in the last year is online supermarkets, through Pickily. This platform caters to Tier A customers, while Price Company is a group buying platform for customers beyond the big cities. Gupta said that the company will primarily focus on the kirana business, adding that these new businesses were still too nascent for him to comment on. On the competition, Udaan sells products across categories such as food, FMCG, pharmaceuticals, apparel, electronics and general merchandise. Gupta said 2/3 of the business comes from essential categories, primarily comprising kirana store customers. Sources told ET that the company has been consolidating its supply chains to reduce costs and improve unit economics. Meanwhile, other startups in the space have been raising funds from investors. SoftBank on February 8 led a $300 million funding round in Bengaluru-based Elastic Run, valuing at $1.4 billion. Indore-based Shop Kirana also raised $38 million led by InfoEdge. Both these companies focus largely on FMCG. Dealshare, another company that recently achieved unicorn status, has received funding from the likes of Tiger Global and Matrix Partners. I do believe we have to be a horizontal player and build a full-stack portfolio of services, including lending, commerce and logistics, said Gupta. I believe all the players will end up converging into this over a period of time, but they can start from different angles. Horizontal platforms are e-commerce companies that sell across all categories, like Amazon and Flipkart. Vertical platforms, such as Myntra, focus on one category. Jayamart is another big horizontal B2B e-commerce platform that competes with Udaan.